People who stand still or watch from the sidelines of life only partly live. I choose to participate. The only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them to the impossible. Then you'll never grow old. In my early years, I fought and lived like a wind-up dog. Still, many believe that I might never be beaten. But then came that night in Zaire against Ali, one that I'll never forget. Over the years, I've learned much more from my mistakes than I have from my successes. No longer am I an angry man. The satisfaction I now get is achieving what others consider to be impossible dreams. My destiny is once again become heavyweight champion of the world. Tonight is just another chapter in my life, one which will show everyone that the only limitations that exist are the ones we create. You can come out here and I feel like Paul Bunyan with 200 acres. Paradise. To get out there with a fishing pole makes you feel so good within yourself. There's nothing like the country. As far as I'm concerned, when I get here, I find the true peace that I'm looking for. I don't like being away from people, but I do like a little space. And when I come out here in the night, there's no closer I feel to heaven itself than the few quiet moments I have here. For me, it's not about dollars or cents or a championship belt. For me, continuing my career is all about doing what I love to do. And sometimes it's hard. I'll admit there's times when I don't want to do it. And at my age, it's getting tougher. Running at dawn, the long hours in the gym, having to watch what you eat. But I've learned in life most things are tough and difficult before they get easy. And when you accomplish your goals, or you look into the mirror and you say, wow, I did it. How about that? Did it. This ranch keeps me occupied. Then when it's time for a boxing match, I call it my most relaxing hours because I can work, get in shape, and at the same time have the time of my life. What gives me the edge over the average boxer, I'll come out here in the woods, and I'll chop wood. Then I'll get in the ring with another guy who's been in the gym training. I'll have calluses all over my hand. Then you know that I'm the tougher, rugged man. Now, you know, I think all of the modern weight equipment and things of that nature, that's all fine and good. But at the same time, when it boils down to the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round, the rugged man, the outdoorsman, the fellow with the hatchet and the axe in his hand, he's going to be the one. That's what it was all about. Who's the toughest guy in the world? Not who's the prettiest, but the toughest. It's amazing how time seems to fly by when you're having fun. Sometimes it's hard for me to believe it was 2 decades ago when I made my boxing debut on HBO. Back then, I was just a kid. There's something within me that moves me to become heavyweight champ of the world, and I won't stop until I satisfy this thirst within me. I get up in the morning, I want it. I go to bed at night, I dream about it. To fight for the world heavyweight title is very important to me, but it's a private quest. You know, in life there's a saying, never pass judgment on a man unless you've walked in his shoes. Well, it's kind of the same in boxing. In this sport, you'll never begin to understand a fighter unless you've laced up the gloves and stepped into the ring. There's nothing like it. To me, the sounds of the gym are like music to my ears. The sparring, the speed bag, skipping ropes, even the smell of sweat. And then there's the night of the fight, the crowd, the excitement. I can't even begin to describe it. Boxing's in my blood, has been and always will be. I'll be the one who decides when it's time for me to leave the ring. No one's gonna tell me when I should quit. Having a second time around makes this most important for me because I'm enjoying life mainly because I note some of the things I missed previously. To get out there and pick up some grass or touch an animal, see a baby born, a calf born. These are things like this that can make and keep you happy at all times. My life right now is hardly built on my boxing career. If tomorrow someone would say, hey, George, there's no more boxing, it would hardly at all touch what I'm about because I got a good wife, a whole bunch of children. People ask me, what kind of ranch is this? I think it's a children's farm. We grow a lot of grass and a lot of children here. You know, I like the idea of being remembered as a boxer, but I think 10, 15, 20 years from today when people look back, I want them to remember that George Foreman was not afraid to pursue life when everybody else thought their life was over. That at a middle age, I was still considering myself an athlete and ready to conquer the world. George Foreman came, he saw, he conquered.